Hello munchkins, welcome back to my channel with me Sheena. So today we're going to be making like a really simple oats recipe. So I've been having like a lot of oats, so I figured like it's about time I finally share like some oats recipes. So I'm making like a peanut butter oats porridge. Now personally I like my oats like really creamy, so I prefer making them with milk as opposed to water. And then also I feel like this is like a secret. I prefer like roasting my oats. Like almost all the time I make oats, I always roast them unless like I'm doing them like quickly like in the microwave, but I always prefer like to roast them. Like if you haven't tried roasting your oats, I feel like you should, because it's like a game changer. Your oats just taste so different. So if you're busy thinking peanut butter with oats, that's a very strange combination. I promise it actually tastes amazing. I feel like you can add anything to like your oats and it's going to taste like divine, and with the peanut butter it's just like so creamy and so rich. It's delicious. Okay, so let's jump right into the recipe. So I'm going to be starting with the oats, roasting them like I've mentioned. So I like doing that like in a dry pan. So I'm just going to get like my sufria here. So once you add your oats, just mix them around, but basically you just want to roast this until they're like golden brown. Also guys, when you're roasting your oats, you just want to make sure that they're actually like browned and not burnt. Like please make sure you do not burn your oats. So I'm actually cooking them on like medium heat, and I'm turning them like from time to time because I want them to like evenly brown. But you could do this in the oven if you want to, but I feel like the stove top is a bit faster, but it just depends with you, especially since I'm just making like a portion for one. So I've roasted our oats and they're ready. I've just put them in a plate just so that I can show you guys like what they actually look like, and these are like quite hot even though you're seeing me touch them. So this is the brownness that I'm talking about when I say like I want them to be like evenly brown. So you want to be careful not to burn them. Actually, something that I forgot to mention is that one of the things that I like about roasting my oats is that it changes the flavor profile of your oats. So basically by roasting them, they're going to taste like really nice and crunchy and nutty. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, nutty as well. So it gives it like this really like nutty-ish flavor. So at this stage, once the oats are roasted, the pan is pretty hot, so you want to avoid adding milk if you can, because the milk is kind of like going to bubble over and stick at the bottom. So usually I prefer to just add like a splash of water first to bring down the temperature of the sufria and of the oats. Then now I add my milk. So you can see the bubbling I was talking about. So that's when you use water, you don't get the water sticking like to the bottom. So then now I'm going to add my milk because the temperature has kind of like come down. So once I add my milk, I'm going to cook the oats on low heat until they like thicken. Now to season the oats, I'm going to add like a pinch of salt. I know salt sounds weird, but trust me, it's going to enhance the flavor of the peanut butter. And then I also like to sweeten it like with a bit of sugar, but this is totally optional. You can actually opt to not add any sugar at all or add honey at the end. So basically like for the sugar, just add what you'd prefer. Now for my oats, I personally like them creamy like I mentioned earlier, but if you like them thick like they are at this stage, then you can go ahead and add your peanut butter and melt it in and then serve. But then since I like them creamy, I normally add like some extra milk now at this stage and then stir that in. And then once I've stirred in the milk, I go ahead now and add my peanut butter, and then I let the peanut butter melt into the oats porridge, and you can see it looks like really nice and creamy and luscious. I can't wait to dig into this. And finally, I'm also going to add some chia seeds. Now I'm adding the chia seeds at the end because I want them to be like a bit crunchy, to have like that pop, which is why I didn't add them like in the beginning, because chia seeds also tend to soak up moisture. So hence I'm adding them like at the end completely. Also the lighting in my kitchen like kept changing a little bit, which is why I was moving like from the stove top to like the counter. But basically it's the same thing. If you're at the stove top, just add the chia seeds and then stir and you're done. And voila, our oats are pretty much done. So now we just need to dig in, but then you could actually top this with some few fruits if you have some. I actually have some apples, so I'm going to add that, and then I'm also going to drizzle like some extra peanut butter on top. This is totally optional. You can still just have the oats as they are. So I've just melted like a little peanut butter like in the microwave so that I can just drizzle it on top. Also, other fruits that you could add to like this oats porridge could be something like bananas or berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, that kind of thing, or even like dry fruits like raisins. So basically just make it work for you with whichever fruits that you prefer or whichever toppings that you prefer. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know like what toppings you guys prefer on your oats porridge. For me, I prefer like whatever fruits I have on hand, or whatever I have on hand is usually what I top with, so like anything goes honestly for me. Guys, peanut butter and oats were meant to go together. Like, this tastes really delicious, like really nice and creamy because of the milk and the peanut butter like coming together. It's like savory sweet. It's like really good. Like I said earlier, if you haven't tried like peanut butter with your oats, you definitely should. And there's more of these recipes where this came from, so I have like other oats recipes that I'm going to be sharing soon, so you guys can check those out once the videos are up as well. Be sure to check the description box down below for the full written version of the recipe, because I know some of you guys sometimes forget to check and you keep asking, so please make sure you check the description box. The recipe is going to be written down below. Also, plus remember to follow me on Instagram if you're not following me already. I share like a lot of recipes on my Insta stories, especially like for some of these oats recipes. I've actually shared them before they're on my Instagram stories, so most times I feel like my Instagram stories, like I share things way before like I post them on YouTube. So if you're always looking like for something simple, easy, you can always just check my Insta stories or highlights, whatever I've highlighted. So be sure to come on over to my Instagram page as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this peanut butter oats porridge recipe, which was really simple to make and really delicious. And you could actually also make this in the microwave, by the way. In the microwave, it will take you like a shorter time, to be like 3 minutes, but trust me, I feel like when you cook on the stove top and you cook in the microwave, they're not the same. So the microwave will definitely save you on time if you're short on time, but the taste and texture and everything, it tastes a lot better when you cook it at the stove top. But it's up to you depending on how much time you have. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'll definitely appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel, of course, for more delicious recipes, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.